have to acknowledge that, when Mary sings this Magnificat, and she says, "My soul rejoices in the Lord," I think it's ironic in some respects. It's a protest in other respects, and it's unreasonable. The context that Mary lives in and the situation she finds herself in, to say that her soul rejoices is it just doesn't make sense to a lot of people when they really when they get behind sort of the romanticization of the Magnificat, when you really know where Mary's coming from, and even actually like reading the whole Luke section, you get this sense that this rejoicing is more than just sort of a fleeting happiness. It comes from a deeper place. And that's actually the invitation that I have for us tonight. Life is hard for a lot of us, and we don't have to compare the stuff that we're going through. For some of us, life is hard just because of school. For some of us, life is hard because of things happening in our families right now. I have a ton of friends who are sitting with relatives who are not doing well health-wise right now. Life is hard for some of us because I don't, but people live in spaces where there is terrorism and there is violence every day. We don't need to compare the miseries that we find ourselves in. And I invite all of us, regardless of the situation we find ourselves in, to look for the opportunity to rejoice. To look for the opportunity to rejoice, even as an ironic response to the things happening in our lives, to rejoice as a protest. Because yes, there are people and there are movements that would love to snuff out and squelch our joy. I mean, this is where I think about being a Black man, being a queer man, and my Black joy, my queer joy matters in a world that is always trying to silence it. And I would just say that joy has the ability to ground us and to give us the kind of resilience that helps us move forward, helps us to stay in the story, to stay in the game, to stay in the conversation.